Alrighty, y'all. So it looks like we have a pretty insane development that has happened over, or really that just happened this morning. And I got an email and it said FTMO welcomes back US traders or something like that. And it looks like FTMO is back in the United States, which is crazy because it has been gone for what, over a year now? They cut the United States clients and went straight overseas, or really everywhere else except the U.S., just kind of banishing the U.S. after all of the prop firms shut down last year, with all the regulation and things like that. And I know so many traders that lost so much funding. I lost 200K in personal funding, which sucked. And now it looks like we're back. So it looks like we have an opportunity to trade with FTMO again in the United States. So they have an actual separate website. If you just try to go to FTMO's website and you're located in the US, there's going to be a little banner that comes on at the top and will say, please go to the website designated for your region, meaning the US, and then you click on it and it'll take you to this website, which is actually says ftmo.oanda.com. So something might be going on with a partnership or something with FTMO and Oanda, which Oanda is a regulated broker in the United States. So that's very interesting. And I really, something I wasn't expecting, and this came completely out of the blue. I am a funded trader. I have a funded account with funding pips right now. But FTMO being back could be a game changer because FTMO is one of those companies that you were really, they have a lot less sketchiness when it comes to paying people out, to their rules and things like that. Now, this is back then because this was one of the first prop firms that I heard of when I ever heard of prop firms in Forex trading. Now, this was back then, so I don't know if they have recently changed things up and maybe they are sketchy now. I don't know. So none of this is financial advice. I just want to come on here and check out the FTMO website a little bit together. That way we can kind of see what's going on here. So it looks like FTMO challenge right here, blah, blah, blah. This is your first step. They offer a 10K, 25K, 50K, 100K, and even a 200K simulated account. So the fact that it goes up to 200K is pretty cool because a lot of prop firms nowadays only go up to 100K. So that's pretty cool. It looks like you have for phase 1, you've got a 10% profit target. So a little higher than a lot of prop firms nowadays. A lot of them offer 6% or 8%. So 10% first target, and then it looks like step 2 for verification, 5%. So 10% and 5%. Really, I think FTMO just kind of never changed their ways, and they always stuck with the 10% and 5%, even from back in the day. Obviously, there's no time limit anymore, which is huge. If you guys didn't know, y'all really have it spoiled nowadays. Because back in the day, if you wanted to get funded, you had to, most of it was you had to complete your challenges in 30 days. So you had like a month to complete 10% of a challenge, which is crazy. And that put a lot of extra pressure, and so many more people were failing accounts because of that time limit. So we don't have that anymore. And then it looks like FTMO rewards account, which means your funded account or simulated funded, whatever they call it now, right? Whatever their legal jargon is, just to say they don't have a funded account anymore. They usually say simulated. So congratulations, you're now a funded or an FTMO verified prop trader. Show your best in every trade, blah, blah, blah. There's no profit target apart from your own. Follow the risk limits and earn your reward. So you can earn up to 90%, receive up to 100% refund of your initial fee. That is cool with your first withdrawal, so that's pretty awesome. And then they have the scaling plan, which I've heard good things about their scaling plan. I think it's pretty good. I like this, and let's see how this works out. Alright, so we've checked out a lot of the front page website here. Now let's see if let's click on FTMO Challenge and see what that takes us to. It's going to be a loading screen here. I believe this will be kind of like that checkout area where if you were to actually go in and try and purchase a challenge, this is what you're going to see. So yep, looks like we have all the pricing here. They got a 200K, 100K, 50K, 25K, and 10K, like I mentioned. So 100K, which is the most popular. 619, you know, it's a little on the high end, but if you are wanting to pay for, right here, look what it says, Platform 5, which means MetaTrader 5 is in fact offered in the US, which is awesome for a prop firm. I don't know any other prop firms right now that have MT5 for US clients right now. I don't think that there is one. All the other ones that I use are like Match Trader or Trade Locker. So that's pretty sick. And MT5 is quite a bit of an upgrade when it comes to, you know, closing out partials, scaling positions, moving your take profit and stop loss. It's just a lot easier to navigate, in my opinion, than a lot of the other platforms. Not hating, not saying that they're horrible or anything, but just a little bit of a difference there. But yes, we do in fact have all of these options available for MT5 in the US. That is pretty awesome, man. 200K is 1250. Yeah, it's a little high. I'm not gonna lie, it is a little high. But if you're wanting that, you know, tried and true reliability as much as at least you can when it comes to prop firms, you really can't beat the name and brand of FTMO. They were the first ones to really be big in the game when it came to the prop firm space, and they've stuck around the longest, been the most consistent. I know that they weren't in the US for a while, but it was because of all the regulation. They left. They were still operating normally, business as usual for everyone else. But now that they, I guess, somehow are able to get MT5 again, maybe because they're working with the Wanda, and that's a regulated broker. I'm not exactly sure how all that works, but it looks like we have FTMO back in the US, which is pretty dang awesome. So I'd love to know your thoughts on what you guys think about FTMO being back. Are you guys excited for it? Are you skeptical of it? Are you guys looking forward to trying and passing a funded account and getting funded with FTMO for the first time maybe in the US? If you guys have any other questions or any other videos you guys may want to see from me, definitely let me know. Would really appreciate you guys support the video, you know, like it, subscribe, share it to a friend, maybe a homie that might be excited about something like this as well. But yeah, I think it's pretty cool. I think it's a great direction for the industry. It's a great step in the right direction, I guess you could say, assuming that everything goes well with it and that it is around for quite a while, for FTMO specifically. But it's exciting. I'm excited for it. I think I don't know if right away I'll try a challenge with them, but eventually I'll probably try a challenge with them just because they have that brand recognition of being reliable and they've been in the space for so long. So, you know, you tend to have maybe a little bit more trust with the brand, you know, like FTMO rather than some of these other prop firms that kind of come and go. So, again, would love to know your thoughts, but appreciate you guys watching. Trade safe out there, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.